So the Labour Party manifesto talks about technology and innovation more than any of the other party manifestos. And although it's not one of the major 5 missions that they've come out with, it really runs through the heart of everything that they've said they'll do. So in terms of how Labour want to use technology, it really ranges from areas like improving productivity and efficiency, but also ways that they can use technology to help with social care issues like the cost of living crisis or the NHS. So there's a huge amount of uncertainty in the market, and that makes it really hard for tech founders at the moment. It just makes it hard to make business decisions, investment decisions. There's uncertainty around future tax increases. So although the Labour have promised not to increase corporation tax, VAT and income tax in the next Parliament, there is a concern around capital gains tax, which is just making transactions and investment decisions a bit slower. There's also a real challenge and a competition around the need to attract and retain staff at the moment. So in a post-Brexit economy, it's just really hard to get the resources in-house in order for tech scale-ups to really grow. So one of the most interesting parts of the Labour manifesto is the idea of setting up a regulatory innovation office. And this is really designed to deal with some of the digital issues that we're faced, like cybercrime, regulating AI companies, and making the internet just a safer place. So one of the pledges that Labour have made in their manifesto is to make the whole process of R&D a lot simpler and clarifying the rules around making R&D claims, and also setting out a 10-year funding cycle, which just gives founders a lot more clarity and transparency over the future. So another concept that's come out of the Labour manifesto is this idea of creating a national data library. And this is really the concept of trying to bring together existing program solutions to help tackle a range of problems like digitizing the NHS and making it much easier for people to access programs and data. So Labour are really determined to use technology in a number of ways to improve economic growth, and particularly focus on our infrastructure. And they're keen to do this by building gigafactories and making it much easier for planning permission to be obtained to build new projects and new infrastructure. So another way that Labour are really determined to use technology is by committing to national coverage for 5G across the UK by 2030. So tech founders will be really encouraged that Labour are determined to build new trade deals around the world, so particularly helping UK exporters in areas like fintech and open banking. I think overall tech founders will be happy that we've had the election and that there's now this end to some uncertainty and hopefully some market stability there. So prior to the election, 120 business leaders came out in support of Labour, and many of these included high-profile tech founders. So why did they do this? I think it's probably for a number of reasons. Firstly, the commitment under Labour of not increasing certain taxes, but also this desire to take a kind of longer term outlook and improve our technological infrastructure, as well as some of the commitments they've made on R&D. So overall, I think tech founders will be really happy with the result of the election. They'll be happy with the hopeful market stability that will ensue over the coming months. And I think certainly they'll be looking to keep a keen eye on some of the impacts in terms of tax, and particularly the autumn statement that will come out. And we'll certainly be talking to our clients about some of the more detailed implications of the Labour Party manifesto and how they intend to implement them.